Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. fluxjelly here, and I'm going to be bringing you guys another Starcraft 2 commentary. This is going to be a ZVT on Shadow Temple between Isildur, the Red Terran, spawning at the 12 o'clock position, and ShinefOu, the Blue Zerg, spawning at the 6 o'clock position. Shine is actually part of the team Fou from Korea, so he's a really good Zerg player, so I do expect a really good game here out of these two. Not taking very long to start the trash talk, which is always a good sign. Playing when you're mad is really good. So we're going to have cross spawns here, so that means we're probably going to end up having a macro game. Cross spawns are usually in a big macro games just because, I mean, the rush distance is really long, and you just have a lot of time to expand. The only thing I don't like is the rocks here for the Zerg. It is really hard to grab a quick third, so if the Terran grabs a quick expansion and you don't punish it, you could end up falling behind really early in the game and then just not being able to come back from that. So you do have to watch out for that. Shine actually going for the 11 Overlord. I mean, I don't really know if 11 Overlord is better than the 9 Overlord, but I don't even think that makes that much of a difference. It's just a matter of preference. So yeah, I don't really care either way. I don't think that makes a big difference. So we are having the barracks go down from Isildur now on the top. So it does look like he's going to do that. Finish this off with a supply depot here just to wall that off. Usually what Terran do. I wouldn't be surprised if Shine throws on a 15 hatch. Yeah, he's actually going to throw it down right now. 15 hatch is pretty safe against Terran. I mean, there's not really too much they can do in the early game to harass it. I mean, you can do a 2-rax, but if you scout it, which you should, I mean, they shouldn't get the bunker down without you seeing it, because if your Overlord is here, you can deal with it fairly easily with drones. So I usually would put down that 15 hatch. It's not really a reason not to. So we do have a gas going down from Isildur right now. This does kind of indicate that he's going to go some kind of reactor Hellion build. I mean, it's essentially what all Terrans do at this point. I mean, it's a really flexible build, so there's no reason not to do it. I mean, you could open up with the Hellions and then go into Tank Marine fairly easily, and you can do the same thing with Mech. You can start on some factories. So we are having the drone being annoying here in Isildur's base. He is warping in his orbital right now. We should be seeing that factory as soon as he gets the gas for it. We do have the SCV Scout coming into Shine's base. He does have his pull down now, getting gas for speed. I'm going to keep an eye on this, see if he pulls off the drones from gas or not. Will indicate what kind of a build he's going to be doing. We do have a drone chasing around this SCV. Not really much of a point in doing this. I mean, the SCV is never going to die from that, so yeah, he's sending that drone back to mine. And we actually have a gas steal from Shine. Gas steal can be good and bad. I mean, with this build, you don't really go gas that early because usually Terrans like to expand behind this. So they're not actually going to be looking to get this gas. So, I mean, this is just kind of a waste at this point. We do see the factory and the reactor going down right now. So it is going to be that reactor Hellion opening that we see so often. And yeah, this extractor, I mean, yeah, Isildur's not going to be looking to grab a gas right now. He's going to be looking to expand. So, I mean, I don't really agree with that gas steal. But nonetheless, we do have speed on the way right now. There are no more drones in gas, so he's going to be droning up kind of hard here. He's going to look to. Getting his 2 queens out, should be throwing a spine down here soon. As a Zerg, you always want to get that spine down just because, I mean, Reactor Hellion is so common, you can almost blindly throw down that spine just to defend from the Hellions and be fine. We do actually have that drone not making any more extractors. It actually runs away now, which is better. I mean, he was just kind of wasting minerals trying to grab that gas. And you can see, like, Isildur didn't even throw that gas down yet, so he wasn't even going to grab it anyway. It was just a waste. We do have the 2 Hellions out now. Well, on the way at least. So they're going to be able to start, containing the Zerg, stopping the creep spread, that kind of deal. We do have 2 Lings here picking away at these rocks, but these Lings are going to be here for eons trying to break down these rocks. So this is what I mean about that quick third. I mean, at this point, if you were on a different map and you saw this kind of expand plane, you didn't want to early pressure it and you wanted to macro it, I mean, you could just throw your third down like pretty much right now and be fine, but you can't really do that on this map. So we have the 2 Hellions on the way out right now. Spine Crawler is actually going to be up in time, so not too worried about that. He just has to make sure they don't get into his main. They're actually going to be able to pick out this Creep Tumor, it looks like. And no, the Creep Tumor actually survives with 2 health, so really lucky break there for Shine. The Tumor does get down, which gives him a little bit extra distance for his creep to spread out, which, I mean, every little bit's important. So a really good break there for Shine. The Spine Crawler is up now, so these Hellions shouldn't do too much. He does have an extra Queen out as well, so that should be able to block the Hellions from getting into the main. So yeah, pretty solid defense here from Shine. I do think he's overcommitting on Lings a little tiny bit. He's making a lot of Zerglings right now, and all those could have been drones. He doesn't need this many Lings to deal with 4 Hellions. He can just kind of use his Queens and his Spine Crawler. But nonetheless, if you look at the income tab right now, he is ahead by 5 drones, so he can spare a little bit of room there. And he is actually throwing in a macro hatch right now, which is really smart. if you're going to be sticking to Ling for a really long time, you should probably throw on that macro hatch, just because, I mean, you're not going to have enough larvae to spend all your money. He actually has 1 drone in gas too, so it wouldn't surprise me to actually see a Roach Warren or some kind of... Oh, okay, the Evo Chamber, yeah. So he's throwing down an Evo Chamber as well. Really good move there. You want to get those early upgrades for your Lings just to make them really efficient. I mean, it's really strong when you get those upgrades early. Terran just can't really keep up with it. And we do actually have another factory gone down from Isildur, so it looks like he's going to be going into some kind of a mech play, which is definitely interesting. I like mech play. He's actually getting his Infernal Preigniter as well, so he's going to have Blue Flame Hellions coming out now, making them from both factories, and he's actually getting Starports. So it looks like he's actually going to be doing some drops. Blue Flame drops are actually really... they're really effective when you can catch your opponent off guard. If you can get some Hellions in the main, and you can roast off a lot of drones really quick. And, I mean, put yourself at such a big lead that it's almost insurmountable. So we do have Blue Flame done right now for these Hellions, so they're going to be running around trying to do some damage. Again, he probably can't really run into the natural so much because there's that spine there and stuff, and there's 2 queens. So I would expect him to try to drop into the main. That is usually the method that Terrans take, and actually a really good job of denying that Overlord from Isildur as well. All it takes is 2 Marines to put him on the outskirts here and stop all the Overlords from getting in. So I don't know if Shine got a very good read on Isildur. I don't think he saw very much with that Overlord, I should say. So we do have the 4 Hellions now in that medevac. They're going to come in and be dropped into the main, it looks like. We do have some Lings in the main here for ShinefOu. So he will be... Actually, no, he moved him out of the main, so this could do a lot of damage here if Isildur gets these Hellions down, which he is actually going to do. So these drones are really vulnerable right now. The Hellions are moving in right now, and the drones aren't moving, so he didn't react very well. 2 drones going down, and I don't know why he's not chasing. He should be chasing these with the Hellions. He's kind of running around with that Queen. You don't want to target down the Queen with Hellions, even if they're Blue Flame, because Blue Flame does not deal extra damage to the Queens. Actually, and a lot of drones coming in, lining up right now. He does have to get a good volley off on these drones. He's running right past the drones, not doing anything. And look at all these drones clumped up right here. But the Lings are actually running up and denying that, so the Hellions are running around trying to kill Lings right now. But they are on creep, so the Lings are being able to catch up really quick and doing a lot of damage. 2 Hellions going down already. More Lings streaming in now, so these Lings should be able to deal with these Hellions if they don't get picked up by a medevac. And we do actually have a Viking as well, killing off some Overlords. So really good 2-prong attack there from Isildur. Containing Shine very well there, using the Viking to pick off a lot of Overlords, being annoying, using up a lot of minerals and larvae, stopping Shine from droning. Really, I mean that's the whole point of this kind of pressure. And we do have a lot of Lings going to the middle of the map, just getting roasted by these Hellions. Blue Flame Hellions are so good against Lings. I mean, you do have to get roaches, and there's that Roach Warren going down right now. So yeah, this mech play is going to be coming down right now from Isildur. He does have the tech lab going, so he's going to be going into tanks, it looks like. More Hellions are being made. The armory is down, so we could be seeing some Thors as well. Thor Tank Hellion, really strong build for Terrans. I find it harder to deal with than Tank Marine, to be honest. I mean, I find mech incredibly hard to play against. It's really like, I don't know, it's really fragile. You have to engage perfectly. You have to control perfectly. So, yeah, I don't know. I hate playing against mech. I'd rather play against Tank Marine. We do have another drop coming in now from Isildur, as I say that. Who actually has his 3rd base up as well, so he's staying on equal bases with Shine. Shine, look at this, no drones at this base. So Isildur doing a great job of stopping the drone production here. He does have that Viking scouting around for Overlords. Already has 3 kills, so that's a pretty big deal. More Hellions running into the main here, and a lot of drones are ready for being toasted here. A lot of drones going there. There are about 3 or 4 drones getting roasted. More Zerglings running in right now, and a great surround there from Shine. Wow, look at using the Queens and the Lings to surround those Hellions. Actually, an amazing surround there, so he dealt with that very well. Those Hellions did almost nothing. Definitely not even cost efficient. So, wow, really good defense there by Shine. That was impressive. Running around with this Overseer now. This is actually going to get picked off by the Vikings, so that's terrible for Shine. He can't really get that much scouting info. I'm sure he probably knows that there's going to be some mech play going on right now. Yeah, he has seen the whole base, so he does see everything. And we do have some Hellions running around now trying to pick off some creep tumors. You do want to do that against the Zerg. If you can limit that creep, I mean, that's a lot of vision taken away and a lot of speed taken away. So do that if you can. I mean, it's a really solid idea. A Raven actually coming down now from Isildur as well. Don't know exactly why he got the Raven. Raven's PDD doesn't actually stop roaches, so it's kind of interesting why he would get that. And he's not even upgrading Seeker Missiles, so I'm kind of curious as to why he got that. But nonetheless, ShinefOu droning up really hard right now. It's just exactly what he has to do. I mean, he's really far behind. If you look at the income tab, he's down only 4 drones now. He was down about 10 or so, and he's actually got more drones coming out right now. So really good job of staying in the drone game here. Actually thought he wouldn't be able to come back after that. I mean, that was a lot of damage done by Isildur, and these Hellions are coming down now. They're going to do absolutely nothing. There's just too many Roaches and Queens here at this point. A lot of them going down. One Hellion slipping by, getting one volley off on the drones, but not actually getting a kill there. So it actually does take three volleys, I should say, from a Hellion to kill drones. So a little bit of a nerf that they took a little while ago. And this Viking's still going around picking off Overlords. Overlord speed is done, but the Vikings are still faster than the Overlords, so it's going to be the 5th kill for that Viking. Definitely being cost efficient there. That Viking definitely getting his money's worth. These Roaches now knocking down the rocks to get to the 4th, which is really good. Shine does have to get another base up. He does have to stay ahead of the Terran bases. There's 3 orbitals down as well from the Terran, so I mean that means he's just going to have just a crazy amount of mineral income. He's going to have triple mule. Really hard to deal with. And these wow, the Hellion's getting a little bit over anxious there, losing 1 there to the Roaches. So a little bit of a misstep there, but not too big of a deal. We have a lot of Thors coming out with tanks right now. So we are seeing that that composition start to come through here. The Hellion tank Thor, but he's actually thrown in a couple of Banshees and a Raven, so that's definitely interesting. I'm curious to see as to what the Raven's going to be able to do. The Banshees are going to be great at killing the Roaches off, so really smart play there by Isildur, getting a couple Banshees. And we actually have a Roach coming in now scouting this. Isildur taking his 4th base right now. He's knocking down the rocks. And we actually have the Roaches at the back door taking down the rocks into the 3rd for Isildur. So if he doesn't see this, these Roaches could do a fair bit of damage. I mean, they're going to kill off a lot of drones, or a lot of SCVs, I should say, if they get into the mineral line. And there's a lot here to kill, so I wouldn't be surprised. But you actually have a bench coming over right now to hit the Roaches, so Isildur is perfectly aware of this, but I mean, he does have to bring more than just 1 Banshee over here to deal with these Roaches. If 1 Banshee's not going to take these out very fast, a lot of SCVs are going to go down if he lets this go. 2 Banshees now dealing with these Roaches, but let's see how many SCVs go down. He's at about 3 right now, and 4, so a couple of SCVs go down, not too many, so I think these Roaches are going to get cleaned up pretty easily by these Banshees. A lift off of the command center right there. He doesn't want to get that picked off, or in the red. A lot of Roaches going down right now. So yeah, not very cost efficient right here from Shine. I mean, I don't know. These Roaches aren't going to do very much. We have 6 of them running down into the natural right now, killing off a couple Marines. Another SCV might go down. No, not even killing an SCV, so he will get that Mule, but that Mule isn't going to get back with any minerals anyway. Its time is about to run out. Killing a couple of SCVs, though. He got more than I thought he would. He killed about 5 or 6 SCVs. We do have some Hellions over here trying to harass 6th base from Shine, but no drones are actually here yet, so we can't really do much there. Same with the 5th base. We do have some, or the 4th base, I should say. We are going to have some drones coming down here fairly soon, I would expect. Yeah, here they come now. He's actually doing a really good job here of distributing his mining. His main is still like pretty much full, and that's definitely really good from Shine. But we have a big army pushing out now from Isildur. There's a lot of Thors and Hellions here. Not many tanks, which is good for it's good for Shine. He does have those Broodlords up and running, so he's going to need those to deal with this, and actually a lot more tanks here at the back, so there actually is a lot of tanks out for Isildur. This is actually a really scary looking army. It's going to be really hard for Shine to deal with that army. He does have a couple of infestors out. Not sure if he has Neural. I don't think he does he? Where's that infestation pit? Come on, infestation pit. Where'd you go? There it is. Yeah, so he actually does have Neural, so really good. He should be able to use that on a couple Thors in the engage. A lot of Broodlords are out as well. A couple of Corruptors. You want to keep some Corruptors when you go Broodlord like this against a Terran. These Hellions not doing any damage at all to the drone count, and these Hellions coming over here, still realizing no drones over here, so no damage done by them either. But you do want to keep some Corruptors out when you're doing this kind of a play style, because you do want to keep Corruptors to deal with the Vikings. It's a lot of Vikings, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with this. I mean, Vikings are better than Corruptors, so these Vikings are doing a ton of damage to the Broodlords right now. Ling's running straight into the Blue Flame Hellions. That's not what you want as a Zerg. The PDDs are actually wrecking the Broodlords here. They can't even get any Broodlings off, so that's a great use of that PDD there from the Raven. So that Raven actually coming into handy a lot, and the Vikings are just shredding through this army. All the Broodlords are going to get taken out. Actually, all the Corruptors got taken out as well. So this is the thing about Broodlords: they can't run away. Once they engage, they have to stay there and engage, or they're just going to die because they can't run away. They're just way too slow. And this army just got massacred by Isildur, so he could just keep running in here. And I mean, at this point, look at this. The army discrepancy is humongous. A lot of Corruptors out right now, but no Broodlords being morphed in at all. Just not enough income here. The Vikings are just tearing through everything. The tanks are starting to siege up at the end of the creep, so there's not going to be much to be able to hit these Thors anymore. And I mean, that was just a great engage from Isildur. A couple of Fungals went down, but that was about it. I mean, he killed off all the Broodlords, all the Corruptors. The Corruptor's taking out that Raven, which is really good. He doesn't want to get rid of that Raven. No more PDDs. A couple of Hellions running into the gold base here, taking out a couple drones. Took out about 3 or 4 drones. More Hellions up here, taking out a couple drones as well. So really great attacking from Isildur here. He's attacking on all angles, keeping FOU running around everywhere. So really good play there. And he's actually backing up. I don't understand why he's backing up. He does have a huge advantage right now. He should be pushing this advantage. And I mean, I don't know. I guess he felt like he did the damage he needed to, and he's just gonna go home and upgrade and stuff. But I feel like he should be just pushing in here. He's got a 200 army, and you don't want to let the Zerg just mass up Broodlords and just come in and kill you. So he should be keeping the pressure on. He does have 6 more Hellions running into the 5th base. Dealing with those fairly easily. These Hellions trying to break off from the rest of the army to kill some drones actually got picked off. These Corruptors are going to be able to pick off a Viking here. Trying to keep that Viking count really low, which is exactly what he needs to do. Those Broodlords are what are going to save him, if anything. So he does have to kill all those Vikings off if he wants that to happen. He does have about 5 Broodlords right now with +1. So if they can be let to sit there and attack at will, they will be able to pick off that army fairly easily. Thor's not that good against Broodlords. They don't get their bonus damage, so the Broodlords do pretty much counter the Thors fairly well. A couple more Hellions coming here trying to get some pot shots off at the Lings. I feel like once you have this many Hellions, you should really stop Ling production because it's just a waste at this point. You should be either getting Roaches or, I mean, more Broodlords. So I don't agree with the amount of Lings that he has. And a lot of Vikings here. They're actually almost going to be able to one-shot those Broodlords, and the Vikings do so much damage. A big fungal going down there on the army, but this fungal's just not good enough against this kind of army composition. The Broodlords are all getting taken out. There's just too many Vikings to deal with here from Isildur. These Broodlords are also going to get picked off. Like I said, they can't run away. They're just too slow. And the Infestors are actually getting picked off as well by the Hellions. So really good play here from Isildur. Very solid. He's going to be. It looks like he's going to win this game fairly handily. The Broodlords all get taken out. The Corruptors get taken out. And I mean, at this point, he's up by about 50 supply. And yeah, there's the GG from Shine. There's just not much he could do against that. I mean, really, I think he should have had less Lings and more Broodlords. And I don't think his control was the best on his Infestors. He probably should have. Waited till Isildur was out in the open a bit more and just kind of tried to get some fungals off and some neurals off on the Thors. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. And hit that subscribe button. More to come.